I will take this fight to the end, win or lose. Finally. Logging in during daytime. Well, night as usual. I've had this Carno for far too long, and I need a Hero or Dilo video eventually. What up, dudes and dudettes? My name is Super Shiny, and thank you for joining me today. We're playing the Isle Evrima. Today we're surviving as a Carnotaurus. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please drop a like and consider subscribing, as it does help the channel grow. Anyway, let's head on in. As I search for the next small game, I run into a dino carcass. Being this close to the water, it was probably chased out and cannibalized. Who knows? Nobody knows. Get it? Nobody? I'll stick to narrating. After surveying the land for a couple of minutes, I realized the South Plains was completely dead of action. It was time to move on and adventure. Surely the highlands will be flourishing with dinosaurs. Before venturing to the highlands, we need to fill our belly with a little food to make the trip. A deer sounds like the perfect snack. Then again, a boar would have been better. Bro, these deer ain't no joke. Holy agility. Finally. After 10 whole moments later, we have ourselves a fine snack. I think I would have been about halfway to the highlands by now if I didn't stop for the deer. Oh well, a successful hunt nonetheless. I promise this is not a grow video. Looking over our shoulder one last time, there was nothing here in the South Plains. Hearing herbivores to the north was promising. A hunt was long overdue. I traveled through the forest, ran over the bridge, climbed the cliffs, and after a short journey, I entered the highlands. While looking for goats, I noticed something in the distance. A Ceratosaurus chasing its meal. No more small game. Hunger took over, and all I could see was red. Now that is a meal. For a moment, I thought I had lost a Ceratosaurus. A Ceratosaurus has high bleed resistance. But, unlucky for them, a Ceratosaurus still bleeds. Footprints. There's only a matter of time before I catch up to the juvie Ceratosaurus. Found it. Outmaneuvering and getting out of my line of sight was a great escape, but the juvie paid the price for resting too soon and way too close. Nothing will be wasted out of this hunt. GG's. The day has gone by and the juvie Ceratosaurus was no longer but a pile of bones. It was time to move on to the next hunt. Crossing through the forest from Highlands to Westral Axis migration zone, there were stegos and tenos calling as if they were a pack of troodons camping a sanctuary. I spotted a pair of tenos in the thick fog. They were running from something. There they are, up on the hill at the forest line. A perfect opportunity that couldn't be wasted. I overshot my prediction and ran past the pair of tenos. Awkward. Did it just kick the adult? The smaller Tenno was in panic and ran off deeper into the forest. That is a dead end. A successful hunt. The Juvie Tenno lacked an experience. For the most part, running away in a straight line against a Carno is definitely not ideal. GG's. With night taking over the Isle, it was a good time to top off my water and find a good spot to rest. What the Hera? Ugh, I must have overslept. It's nighttime, and there's a storm. Regardless of the circumstances, I must press forward and on to the next hunt. Being a Carno, hunger is always around the corner. After about half an hour of running through the forest, my hunger has grown. For now, I have to turn to scavenging on carcasses until I'm given an opportunity for a real meal. It doesn't look like a Carno. In my belly it goes. Swimming across the inlet and back into the South Plains, surely today will be filled with action. After taking a trip to the South Beach Pond for safer water, I was getting closer to starvation, becoming more desperate for food and nutrition. I spotted a group of Tennos and a solo Carno. I moved to higher ground, creeping the bushes in hopes to catching a Tenno away from its group. Footprints. A Tenno was close by. A Juvie. A loud Juvie. What the heck? Oh boy, I gotta get this Juvie. An ambush turned into a 1 versus 4 brawl. The juvie escaped while in the midst of battle. Now it doesn't even matter. I will take this fight to the end, win or lose. There's just too many of them. GG's. I could have ran away, once I lost the sight of the juvie, but I've had this Carno for far too long. You can't win them all. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please drop a like and consider subscribing, as it does help the channel grow. And as always, have a nice day or night wherever you're from. Bye-bye!